Ladies and gentlemen, as of October 29th, I am now the king of Gala, proclaimed by Bryson, said by the world. I'm going to be showing you the latest updates in the Gala ecosystem. I hope you enjoy this kind of content. I'm going to be giving you leaks. I'm going to be giving you some alpha, all kinds of stuff on this video. And all I ask for you is to like, subscribe if you enjoy, and let's get right into it. Now, here's the proof. Is Classy Keem's king of Gala? Boom, it's true right there. Proclaimed, said we're official with a little heart emoji, and boom. Awesome. So there's a little bit of fun there, but let's get right into the big alpha here, because this is something that I uploaded as a YouTube short, but I think it's so important that I actually wanted to showcase it right here. I'm going to expand on this right afterward, but let's get right into the alpha. Gala Games has an absolute sleeper game that's about to shake up the entire Web3 gaming space. Its name, The Walking Dead Empires. And you're probably wondering why. Well, the answer is back in January, they acquired Ember Entertainment. And Ember Entertainment was building a bunch of different games. Their biggest game potentially being The Walking Dead Empires. Yeah, I'm talking about AMC's The Walking Dead, one of the largest IPs in the planet. And to say the least, them coming into November 8th when they have their playtest is going to shake the space, because no longer is it Ember Entertainment building this. It is an in-house Gala game, whereas there is full control toward Gala and Gala itself. So if there's any time for Gala Games to prove itself, to make some awesome games, now is the time. Now's the time! Exactly what you've just heard. Ember Entertainment, acquired by Gala Games back in January, they're building out The Walking Dead Empires, and they are having a playtest November 8th. As you've just heard, that is a big deal, because this playtest is supposed to be indefinite, right? It's supposed to be indefinite. I think that this is going to be a big moment for Gala in terms of proving to the community that they've learned over the past 2 years and that they are ready to make some bangers. I mean, everybody's ready for The Walking Dead Empires. I've been excited for a very long time. I even have assets for this game, so I'm looking forward to when it ends up coming out. And shout out to Female Classy for editing this banger, because it was a banger. So next thing I want to talk about is this. Now, Gala Games has actually been changing their strategy when it comes to how they're running their social media, which I think is really interesting. I'm actually very curious on how you think about this in the comments. I've talked about it publicly about my feelings on this, but you know, Gala Games has been playing Minecraft to go ahead and connect with the community on their live streams, attempting to get some of the Minecraft algorithm so that they can get users onto the Gala Games ecosystem. Now, I think a lot of this might be a hot take here, but you know, those YouTubers that go ahead and they go into Web 2 games to try to get people into Web 3 games, it feels a little bit misleading, because they're making all this content being like, oh, I'm so excited for CSGO and I'm so excited for this and that. But you know, they still want the sponsor money from Web 3, so they go ahead and say, oh, if you give me the money, I'll get some users into Web 3 gaming. And it feels a lot like that. However, of course, you know, this is a little bit different. This is actual Gala doing this. So I personally think that this isn't the best strategy in the world to do. I think that there needs to be more focus on the Gala Games ecosystem as a whole, in regards to giving more resources to content creators, streamers, etc., so that they can build up the ecosystem themselves. Because at the end of the day, I still think that user-generated content is the best form of marketing that exists right now. But until we get to that point, I do think it's going to be a very interesting experiment to see what ends up happening, you know, throughout this campaign of Gala Games playing different games from Web 2 and trying to get people into the Web 3 industry. Now, for the people talking about Legacy, I'm going to be having a video coming out very soon on tips and tricks on Legacy, so do stay tuned to that. I'm going to be talking about earnings. I'm going to be talking about all kinds of different things. I've been climbing the ladder and putting a ton of different hours, and so that is going to be that. And now I'm going to be showing you another clip, because let me tell you, I've got to be the biggest advocate for loot boxes in the Gala Games ecosystem. And I'll tell you why. Listen, first off, most y'all, statistically speaking, are 30 years old to 40 years old. And that is like the perfect Gamba age. Look at what happens when I go ahead and I unbox a $1,200 NFT from a $110 box. Just look at the dopamine on Classy here. Just watch this. Watch this. Oh my God.
That's what we want.
Oh no, it's giving me another one. Ah!
It's coming.
Oh! Oh! Holy shit! Let's go! What? Oh my god! No fucking way! No fucking way! Dude! That's the best drop! That's the best drop! Oh my god!
What?
Oh!
Bro.
That's
My heart! I'm gonna die! Oh my god! Ah! Ah! Bro, what the fuck? I'm rich. Listen, guys, if you're gonna comment about the cursing, I'm sorry. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But if you unbox that, be honest. Like, what would you say? I was freaking out. There has to be loot boxes on spider tanks to burn silk and keep that economy churning, because loot boxes are so fun to open. I'm more than happy to open a bunch of loot boxes and go ahead and make that into videos if that exists. Of course, Gala Games is mystery boxes, but it's just not the same. It's not specific to a game. It's not specific to a game's ecosystem. It's just all over the place. And while it's awesome to accumulate assets throughout the ecosystem, a lot of people just like specific games. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, because this is something I will have to acknowledge at some point. Gala Games has a token, and this token, it was doing really well, and then it did really bad, and now it's doing really well again. I just want to talk a little bit about just the greater ethos of being not only just a crypto investor, but just someone that participates in ecosystems. Something I always find fascinating is how much hate a project gets when prices go down. When Gala was over at the 13s, I was receiving a good 5 messages every single day talking about, oh, Gala, I hate Gala, what they're doing, and everything's so bad. And then it went up 70%, and all of a sudden, everyone loves it and is making videos about it going to 10x and that the tokenomics are so much better and the games are great. Trust me, if you've been on YouTube and looking up Gala Games, you know exactly what I'm talking about. People just ride the waves. This is not how Web3 gaming should be. A Web3 gaming company should be celebrated for its achievements, not its price action. I cover Gala Games because they work really hard and their community works just as hard. They represent the values I want to support, and the community backs me. A big part of why I've been so successful as a content creator is because I've decided to side with the community versus the companies and the sponsors. It's a crazy move to do, but I think the authenticity of being community first genuinely might hurt my revenue long term. But at the end of the day, that is why we do what we do. That is why we've stuck around so long, because there is a noble cause here to do. Not because the price magically goes up because they keep building great products and the narratives are built around it. You got to celebrate both times. When they're up or down, that's what being part of a community is about. Be here for the games and the community, not just the token. And that's going to be the focal point of this channel for the next eternity, because that's what we've been doing this entire year, focusing on the awesome games being built out, focusing on the awesome community that has been here and has really fought to make this ecosystem work. And trust me when I say I'm going to be doing the same exact thing. So if you want to support the mission statement, go ahead, go to the link in the description, go to the pinned comment below. If you're going to be spending in the Gala Games ecosystem, use the link because that supports me, and that's literally what has been keeping these Gala Games videos going. So, I mean, eternal grateful for what has been going on here. I'm glad to be one of the only channels in the entire crypto space that is able to be funded by the community. And so that's going to be this video. If you enjoyed this update, till the next time, stay classy, and that's all.